An Australian farmer is preparing to export milk to America. No, not cow's milk, I'm talking camel milk. Tens of thousands of litres of camel milk every year. So who is buying camel milk and what does it taste like? A lot of people will be familiar with how you milk a cow. What about a camel? How do you milk it? Is it the same process? Is it different?
Milking camels come out of the desert or Central Australia, so there's a process of domesticating and then lining them up to where they calve. The actual function of getting cups on and all that's, management of the udder is all very similar to the cow industry.
So you've started supplying locally. Now you've got plans to export to the US. Can you tell me about that?
The US, it's done the same journey. There's Somali culture, Arab cultures. There's people using it for all the reasons we are. This is, the only mammal milk that people with dairy allergies can have. So, a camel over there sells for $30,000. That's the rarity of having a camel there. So, they just go, well, where can we get it from? We're the only ones that can legally supply it to them. It puts us in a fantastic position. We have over 400 camels here on farm, so anywhere between 200 to 300 of our camels in the milking herd, and then some behind us here in our riding team.
They're pretty big animals when you see them in the flesh, and beautiful expressive eyes.
Yep. How
do you feel about camels and what are they like to be around?
They're like a grass-eating Labrador. Like they could sit on the lap if they weren't so heavy. I mean, they're the oldest domesticated animal on the planet, and they are such a calm animal, which goes against them when they cull, because the pictures of culling are quite horrific. They're shot in a small area, whereas horses and cattle would run away. So tapped into that is that they want to, they're not flighty. They'll want to understand who you are you going to hurt them, and then once you sort of show them that humans aren't a threat, they're like, right, come in here and we'll have a pat.
I'm sure you've heard criticism from the Invasive Species Council that say, well, commercialisation of camels, commercial farming of camels is not going to impact or reduce the numbers of those wild camels. And the only way to do that is through culling.
Yeah, look, well, I disagree. I think particularly because camels are a domesticatable animal. I don't believe we can really create a decent export industry out of feral capture. To get good, consistent quality of product, you really need it in a domestic supply chain. People are, with their approach to regenerative farming now, is that they're looking not only to get biodiversity back into their pastures, but also using other animals that have different gut bacteria to graze it. And camels suit perfectly for what Australia's conditions are.
The big question that everyone will be wondering, or those people like me who haven't tried it before, what does camel milk taste like?
Most people comment how much creamier it is. When you heat it, it also can enact the salts in the milk, so that it can become a bit salty when you heat it up in a coffee.
The moment of truth, the Camelchino test. Lovely, chocolatey, salty. I generally drink my coffees black, but I am a pie guy, so I'm going to grab one of those on the way out and give someone a call who knows a fair bit more about camel milk than I do. Hey, Faisal.
Hello, hi, how are you?
I've just come back from a camel farm this morning and I tried camel milk for the first time. I hear you've got a bit of a soft spot for camel milk.
As soon as I remember, I just realized me drinking camel milk. I think I may started when I was even 3 months. If you are in Somalia or in East African countries, it's easy to get camel meat from Somali-owned restaurants. You have 100 camels, I would say it's like you are a millionaire in our culture. If you want to marry someone, then it's really good to give camel to the family of the lady you want to marry to show the respect of her parents and her family. Whenever a prominent community elder or someone I respect or even my friends to visit my house, just to give them a tea with camel milk so they can enjoy and can also have the memory back home.